All right, friends, take 3. I'm having a day. I don't know what to say. I don't feel like anything's good enough that I could possibly put out there for you. Yet I know in these moments, even little Branson's yours, we give me some lovies. Even in these moments that this is when it's real. And I want to be as real with you as I can. So many people have reached out and shared how inspiring this story is and how positive I've been. And for the first time today, I'm kind of not. And so I really didn't want to post anything today, but yet I also thought it's important to see these days too, right? It's important to still get up and shower. I'm not supposed to get soap on the incision site. My hair was so greasy this morning. I haven't washed it in a week. And I was like, I'm going to try to find a way. So here I am, like with my head cocked under, trying to make sure I don't get any soap in the right armpit, which by the way, stinks. My right armpit is so rank. I just want like a luxurious foamy bubble bath more than anything. So it is, these compounding effects are kind of starting to hit. This has me a little worried. Like it feels funny to me. And gosh, I can even see like my bruise is still there, right? And here we are, like 7, 8, 9, 10, I'm on day 10 post-surgery. So this tightening and unexpected thing is happening, and that's scary. Adding on, I've got my kitchen still in full demo. I haven't had water in the sink or to the fridge for 3 weeks now. So we're running back and forth from our makeshift kitchen in the laundry room where there's sink and water to the kitchen where you might actually like find food. So I'm eager to have like big pan of sauteed veggies. And I know that sounds weird, but as you try to get healthy and you shift from food tastes good to food fuels and nourishes you. And I'm like, I want to be nourishing my body. And I don't have a cooktop that's hooked up. And so that's been a little bit frustrating. And probably the hardest is when your kids are hurting, right? And Gigi's got, as she's been going through puberty, her hair type has changed. And it's been a big journey as a white woman learning how to do black hair. There's probably, abandoned and pregnant was definitely hard. Black hair might be up there in the top 5 things of hard that as a mom to not know how to do my child's hair has been incredibly tough. Like my mom, my hair's a lot like hers, so she could just comb it, wash it, do all the things, put the little pigtails. Black hair is quite different than my hair, and I've learned a ton. Full confession, I have followed gorgeous black women into the bathrooms to ask them about their hair, and they look at me like I'm crazy. I know that's coming, so I've got a little picture ready to cue up and say, I'm really just a mom trying to help my daughter. And her hair was straight and fine like mine when she was born. And then it had these really soft, gentle curls. And then it had ringlet curls. And people used to stop me and ask if I curled my 2-year-old's hair. I don't know what planet they're from that a 2-year-old would sit and let you tight coil curl zillions of curls. But no, that was her natural hair. And then the curls started to get tighter as she grew older. And when she started going through puberty, lots of new curl types developing in her hair. And so she had wanted to shave her head. We went through that, and instead of shaving her head, we found a really cute close cut on the sides and a really beautiful feminine poof at the top. And she rocked that for a little while. Hey, oops. Oh, shoot. All right, I'm back. I'm just going to keep rolling. Let's just face it. This is going to be the video of least perfection. So discovering curl types, and basically that through puberty, her hair got so tight and so kinky that it was taking us an hour to an hour and a half to pick it out every single morning. We would stand in my shower, would lather, massage her scalp. She's got a very tender scalp, and then have to massage in different conditioners, different creams, trying all kinds of different products that would help with that. And it got to the point that she really started to hate mornings. She started to hate getting ready and having to go to school, all because of hair. And it was just heartbreaking as a mom to think like, how could I make it easier? What could I do? So she wanted to shave her head. She gets this cute little haircut. And at that point, she was just starting to get body odor. She would kill me if she knew I was filming this. And so she didn't have her breasts weren't developing yet. And when we'd go out, people would comment on how kind-hearted my son was. And I don't think it bothered her as much as it bothered me, if I'm being honest. I just thought, wow, do we really live in a world where you have to have long hair to be considered feminine? Like, I don't think so. And so that was kind of tricky and challenging. And to make a very long story short, it has been an endless journey in hair. So she wanted to grow her hair out. We got a restorative style, which was to put braids in her hair. So they braid in extensions. The look on her face after Sam put braids in her hair was like, you would have thought she just became a supermodel. She was elated. So we did braids one more time. Sam was truly the most generous, kind human and taking us under her wing. She's not a braid specialist, yet she felt God had put it on her heart to help us. And so we would go in, the shop's closed, we'd have 10-hour girl time in the salon. And unfortunately, it just was getting to the point where it was very late nights and on a school night that we were trying to pull this off on Sundays. And so it was tough. And she had left her, we've been trying to find a braider who maybe is a little faster, like if you do something a lot and you can do it quicker, right? And so I made Gigi take out her braids because they were quite overgrown. And I said, honey, you've got to let your hair have some of its natural state. And so she went to school this week with her natural hair, and the kids called her a clown because she's got her beautiful natural curls. And so that's been really tough. And the mornings are hard. She's spending an hour and a half picking out her hair before school. School starts at 7, so you can do the math. We're not morning people. It's been just a really hard week, to be honest. And to have, to try to be strong for her during that time, to have no kitchen and sense of normalcy, just even in the things that are as basic as food. And then to have this kind of developing, and I'm not quite sure what's going on, is added a little bit of stress onto my plate, to be completely honest. So then couple that with, we got a big snow dump yesterday here in Colorado, and you know me, I'm a sunshine kind of gal. I do not like the cold. I do not like the snow. And so that was pretty overwhelming. Yet, here's the shift that happens, right? We all have moments in our lives where we get down, where we get discouraged, where we're frustrated. But I want you to see the beauty that's happening within it. So yesterday, a wonderful woman named Donna had reached out, and she'd been checking on me, and we're friends on LinkedIn and we've worked together. And she just said, I'm 130 miles away, but I want to do something nice. Can I send you and Gigi dinner? So the blessing is today we have, and I said, she picked out an Indian food restaurant that had very healthy options. And I was like, oh my gosh, we just discovered that we love Indian food. And she was like, well, do you want me to send you the menu? And I said, no, just surprise us. And so it's so exciting to know that we have a big surprise coming after Gigi's basketball game today. And look at that, the beauty of that kindness, right? 130 miles away, we can't get together. Yet she wanted to do something and had reached out and was just so kind. So while I feel frustrated and there's a lot of obstacles that I'm navigating, I can shift my focus to the beauty that is in the human spirit. I call it brilliance, right? That we're building the brilliance that's within us each and every day, that we're revealing that brilliance more and more to the world. And then also last night I get this call, and I'm starting to kind of stress about the snow and wondering, is it going to be a snow day again tomorrow? Is the snow going to go away? What's going to happen? Snow is still very much a mystery to me as a California girl. I don't quite understand all of how it happens and how long it lasts. They called snow day for school like really early the day prior to the snow day. I woke up, there wasn't a whole lot of snow, but then all of a sudden by 10, it was like coming down. So it was very, very interesting. And this woman, Kimberly, calls me and says, hey, we've got the tractors fired up. We're all warm and toasty. Has anyone come by to dig you out yet? Has anyone dug you out yet? And I said, no, not yet. Didn't seem to me like deep enough. I could just plow through is what I was thinking. But I thought that was so sweet. Yeah, please come over. So I see these two tractors and I'm thinking it's her and her husband. I go out, get all bundled up because I'm a wimp in the cold. So I've got my scarf, my extra layer, my jacket, putting on an extra pair of socks, getting my boots on. I go out to say thank you. And I discover it's her and her 12-year-old daughter. Her daughter rocking that tractor. I almost said trailer. I don't even know, right? I'm so city, I'm still learning all these things. So she's out there rocking her tractor like vroom forward, vroom backward, and just clearing my driveway while her mom's clearing the long drive that goes up to the main road. Just insanely beautiful. Girl power. Way to raise your woman. I just love that. And I call them my snow angels. I was like, wow, God just put it in their heart to reach out. That's what they said. They said, God just wanted us to reach out. We're so blessed that you're in our lives. So I think it is these subtle shifts away from whatever it is that you're going through to say, I'm going to show up anyway. I'm going to be courageous anyway. I had a meeting today with a wonderful woman named Jolie who we just wanted to explore synergies in our work. She's a rock star. I can't wait to meet with her again. She's got a biopsy tomorrow morning at 10. I'm a science person. I like to have like concrete evidence of why these things are happening. And the only thing I can come up with is God. That's all I've got for you. And there's nothing better than knowing God's on your team, that he will put the right people there, God, universe, source, whatever you believe in. Trust in that. Lean into that. Have faith that these things that are happening in your life right now are happening for the good. You will come out the other side stronger. This ain't my first rodeo challenge. I've been through a lot. And I know that on the other side of every bit of a lot is amazing growth, is incredible strength, is newfound skills and capabilities, and most importantly, relationships that you'll look back on and say, wow, that was amazing. I also want to invite you to think about the great 8 dimensions of life. My first big roadblock for me in life was divorce, and that was very difficult. It was followed by about 6 to 8 months later, unplanned pregnancy, and a boyfriend who I thought I loved with all my heart, who happened to love 16 other women and abandoned me and ended up leaving us. And I had to, when I was putting together the pieces of my life, what I think makes this different, because so many people ask me, how do you stay so positive? How are you so optimistic and resilient in this time? Part of me is like, well, it's not my first time. So you're seeing the benefits of experience. Yet it's also, I've spent time really studying. I've invested, I don't even want to know. I tried to count up how many thousands of dollars, and outside of university, right? And I think it was at about like $40,000. I spend money on learning. I have always invested in my learning. My mom taught me that. I loved going to the book fairs with her because she would buy me any book I wanted. She was always a fan of learning. She came from England, and coming to the United States, she knew that the number one way for her to succeed in this country was to learn and get an education. And so I've always been a powerhouse when it comes to learning. And so I created the great 8 dimensions of life for myself based on a lot of things that I was learning about how to design my life. So it starts with self-mastery. Then once we get good at mastering ourselves, and that's our mindset, that's our body, that's how we operate, right? Like learning to run our bodies like a business is what I would call self-mastery. You're learning what foods make you feel energized. How much sleep do you need? How often should you exercise? What's the optimal time based on your circadian rhythm to wake up in the morning, right? Those are just mastering yourself. Unfortunately, they don't teach you that in school, right? That should be subject number 1, drawn from kindergarten all the way on. Then you have relationships, right? Because from yourself spans others and those in your life. And that would be the ones you love the most, and all the way down to the acquaintance that checks you out at the grocery store. Health and wellness, how you take care of your body, mind, spirit. Career, we're good at that one, right? We're trained from school to be focused on career. Then you have advocacy. What is the work that you want to do in the world that makes the world a better place because you were in it? What are you advocating for, right? Like right now, I've been meeting a lot of people with medical challenges who want to be optimistic, people who are navigating job loss, people who are navigating divorce, people who want to be better parents, want to succeed in their career, want to achieve a level of financial wealth and well-being that they can provide the dreams that their loved ones are carrying in their hearts. I'm realizing, oh, hello, my life is kind of working in these ways. I'm discovering it's uncomfortable because I don't know. I want to know my elevator pitch. Yet the elevator broke down and I'm now taking the stairs to I don't know where. So my elevator pitch, I don't know yet. I'd love it if you would type it for me. What do you think it is? Because maybe you can help me discover that and get out of this little funk that I'm in. The other one, income and financial management. That's a big dimension that we've got to get right. Most Americans don't have retirement plans, don't have investment portfolios. We've got to change that. Money, there's an abundance of it out there. We need to learn how to manage it and to use it as a tool in our lives instead of something to be shameful about. Travel and adventure, that's another one we're pretty good at. We like that. And so we focus on it. Maybe that travel and spirit of adventure is also could be adventuring to a new restaurant, to explore a new recipe at home and make a date night. Me and Gigi love doing that. Or to go to a movie, right? Like there's lots of ways to have adventure in your life. We walk the same trails in our neighborhood and every time it's a new adventure. And then the one that I think encapsulates all is your spirituality, is that connection with something greater than yourself. I was surprised when I started. I've had a fascination with high performers and those that are truly just brilliant, radiating their brilliance in the world from as long as I can remember. And one thing they all have in common is a connection with something greater than themselves. They serve in a way that's different because of that. They live in a way that's different because of that. They are set apart. If you were to look at the normal distribution curve, those are the people who are playing in the top. Pick your percent, 2, 5, 10, whatever your number is. So I encourage you on the down days, don't stay down for too long, right? I was down in a funk. I let myself have a couple hours this morning to just read and nourish my mind. And I had a great call with a woman named Zara who I met on New Year's Eve, who then ran into a few weeks later at a real estate investment training about an hour and 10 minutes from our house. Like insanely amazing the way that God is putting people together in my life right now. And so my prayers go out for Jolie tomorrow. My gratitude goes out for Donna. Thank you for sending us a surprise Indian meal today. I can't wait to get home from Gigi's basketball game. Thank you to Sam and Zara and Adrian who are helping us navigate black hair and helping me learn how to do things as a mom that I don't know how to do. It's pretty difficult to navigate the most basic thing of caring for your child's hair that I'm not able to do and don't know how to do right now. And thanks to Daniel and the renovation team who are doing extraordinary things to beautify this house. So that's how I navigate my hard days. Root into those great 8 dimensions and picture what I'm wanting in each of those. If that is something you don't know how to do and you need to learn, I've designed the Life Design Lab. It's 8 simple, short modules, literally. I try to keep everything at under 20 minutes as I watch my ticker go. I feel like I'm talking to a friend, yet I'm just staring at my screen. It's so bizarre. So with that, go out and shine your love and light into the world. You never know who needs you today. And I just encourage you, focus on those great 8 dimensions of your life. Pick one and start to set goals. I set a goal each year in all eight of those dimensions and have a 12-page strategic plan. I'll walk you through that process in the Life Design Lab. If you're interested, you can go to drjea.com, drjea.com, and you'll find courses, Life Design Lab. Also, I'm giving away seats to the Warrior Women's Society, which is a place for women and men who think like them to nurture the capabilities that they will need to succeed in the 21st century and the future, and as we navigate change. So a little bit of research and geeking out coupled with community and uplift. So that time together is 1 hour from 12 to 1 Mountain on Wednesdays. We're going to be kicking off February 1st. So everyone who purchases Life Design Lab will get a free 6-month membership to Warrior Women's Society. I hope to see you there. I hope that your day's going a little better than mine. And if it's not, know that we can keep smiling. We can continue to reveal the brilliance within us, even on those days that are hard and that challenge us. Sending you loads of love, my friends.